Hi guys, it's Kelly. I've been watching videos more now. I haven't been on a whole lot, but I've been trying to catch up with everybody and what they're up to. A lot of the original gals, there's not a whole lot of us left. I see Lori, Seabrook occasionally, and just a couple people that are crafting that I could find. But anyway, I'm hoping we all get back into it now that things are starting to calm down, and hopefully praying for a vaccine to be successful and actually work. My mom hasn't been out of the house since, oh gosh, January, early January. She's taken her car for a ride twice just to, because it hasn't been started even. So, and hers was a newer car, so she didn't want anything to happen to it. So she just went out and started it and drove around the block a few times. But she's holding up pretty good. She's kind of getting restless now. You know, she's even talked to me and cried once because she felt a little hopeless, like nothing is ever going to change, and she was going to have to live the rest of her life in her house, which I don't think that's going to happen. I pray that that won't happen. But her and my dad are being very, very vigilant with, they let me and my sister do all the shopping, and we leave their stuff out on their back porch, and then they come out and wipe it all down with the Lysol wipe, and then take it in the house and put it away. Other than that, I'll run through and get them a pizza, or sometimes McDonald's if they want it. They're not real crazy about fast food, but once in a while. Okay, so it's sad, but it is what it is, right? Just trying to not get Ben sick has been my main goal. And so far so good, guys. So far so good, he hasn't got sick. We've been keeping him extra sheltered. So, okay, this is stuff that I purchased some of this online, and some of it I got at, I believe it was Hobby Lobby. And this was before the crackdown and everything was closed. So I can show you a couple of things. I'm pretty sure I got these at Michael's, and I just thought they'd go with that, with the Dulce paper. I'm making the girls a album, and then I got them. These were at my local store, and these were $1, and they're just a bunch of little stickers that they can play with. And then they had these big ones for $1.99, and it's a whole booklet of paper to write notes, and then you fold them up and you can mail them like postcards. And then in the back it has all kinds of goodie stickers that you can choose to seal your little note with. Isn't that cute? Isabella's really into writing notes right now for her friends. So when I saw that, I thought, that's perfect. Okay, here's what I got online. I ordered, I have a 12 by 12 of this paper, but I wanted to get at least this size so that I didn't run out, because I want to make an album for all the girls that my daughter can put their pictures in. So this is the Dulce paper from Frank Garcia. It's from Prima, and it's the A4 size. I think that'll be plenty with what I've already got. I've got the 12 by 12 and some other stuff from this line. I didn't get a whole lot from it. It was hard to find. I think I waited too long to look ahead for it, you know. I did get the pearls that he had for this line, and they're so pretty. I love the different shades. It's kind of like a real pale pink, and then a little bit darker. There's some cream and some blues in there. So those are really cool. And I don't know if you guys, if you've seen this paper, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's like the carousel and the cotton candy and the horsies. And my girls, they all love horsies right now. That's the thing. And there's a bunch of cutter parts I can use. And then on the back, it looks like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is this one. Isn't that pretty? It says the circus girl. I actually have photos. That's the back of that. Photos of the girls at a circus. The Shriners. I don't know if you guys know what Shriners are, but it's a group of men who help. It's kind of like the Salvation Army, I think, but they have hospitals all over the place, and they help kids with, you know, disabilities, that spina bifida, cerebral palsy, anything like that. Well, they actually, here's the back of that one. They actually helped my family back when my children were young. Brandy and Stacy. Stacy's my middle daughter, and she, that's gorgeous. We lived in this apartment, and we ended up with the worst landlord ever. He was just ridiculous. He wouldn't do anything when it needed done. We had no heat for like over a week in the middle of winter, and getting him out there to do anything was like pulling your teeth. So that was it for that. But that's a really pretty paper, and I can't wait to get working on that album. And then we had, in spring, we had these ants, and they were everywhere. Everywhere I looked. We lived on it was a slab house, so there was no basement, no crawl space. It was just cement, and then they put your house on top of it. Well, it was a duplex. Well, we kept treating for ants and getting ants, and they just kept biting us. They were really, I got this from up at Hobby Lobby, and it's authentic. It's called Swaddle, and it's baby paper, and I'm having another baby girl, so that's what that's gonna be for. It's so pretty, isn't it? I'm really bad at flipping, you guys. Really bad. Okay, this is so pretty. And then on the back of that, it has like this pink, and then this one. It's really pretty, isn't it? She can fill these in and keep them in her baby's book. So I actually picked up 2 of those because I wouldn't, like I said, I always worry I'm going to run out of paper and then not be able to find it when you need it. And one other one I did get while I was up there was this Apricot Honey from Prima. It's really pretty as well. I'm just going to try to flip through, okay, guys? Okay. There's the back, and there's the front. I'll tell you about the Shriners here in a minute. There's this one. You could cut apart that and have all kinds of goodies. And the back of that is kind of like a brick wall. Pretty, right? Get to the next one. Here's the next one. I love that marble look, and then the flowers. It's so pretty. And the back is this gray. I'm not real crazy about that one. The back of that one. And here's the back. And then the front of this page. And it's got all these different little 3x4 probably cut aparts. They're really pretty. They say, from the inside out, beauty, dreamer, love, every moment matters, things like that. It's really cute. And then this is the next one. I love this page. Isn't that pretty? And then the back of that page is this. Kind of a grayish green brick wall like that other one. And the last page is this one. And it's got rose gold like writing and script in the back. And then the back of that is that. Okay, the Shriners. Well, when my daughter was young, and the landlord, we fought with him to get our apartment sprayed for ants and our furnace fixed. Well, he said he'd get somebody over there, and I said, well, you have to call me first, to make sure that I know and I can get somewhere to stay that night that you spray, because he wanted to bomb the whole inside of our house. And I didn't want to leave my babies there. I mean, my kids were like 3 and 1. So I was gone that day. I was still in school. I was finishing up my school. And I came home and I put Stacy down for her nap. And I kept smelling something just really off. I didn't know what it was, but it just didn't smell right. And I opened up all the windows and all that stuff. And then my husband got home and he's like, "What'd you spray in here?" I said, "I didn't spray anything." He said, "Somebody did." And then when we looked, it was like 10 minutes later that my daughter was just crying and crying. I went in and she was covered in hives, just head to toe. Here she had an allergic reaction to what the landlord had come in while we weren't home and sprayed the inside of our apartment. He even admitted to spraying inside my daughter's crib. That really pissed me off. So she ended up in the hospital in intensive care for her reaction that she had to that. And the stuff he had used was called malathion. It had been illegal for like 10 or 15 years. He said it was just something he had on his shelf. So he thought he'd just use that. He almost killed my daughter. She was in ICU for like 7 or 8 days. And then in the hospital another. And before she went in, I had her almost potty trained. She just had to wear the diaper at night. And she drank from a cup. She didn't have a bottle anymore. And she was walking good. She was doing everything. She was right on track. Well, when I got her home, they had given her a bottle in the hospital. So we were back to wanting a bottle all the time. And then she would like choke on it. And it was just, something wasn't right. And plus then when she was just, they said that it affected her neurological system. So it made her kind of doppy and trippy, and she'd fall down all the time. And it just wasn't the kid that we had before this happened, you know. And here she had relearned how to walk because whatever this did to her, it took all that away. Her muscles weren't working right. And when she did, she was walking up on her tippy toes. And I kept trying to correct her not to do that. And I don't know how we ended up going to Shriners, but we saw one and they came and they evaluated her, and then they made an appointment. They came and picked us all up and took us to Pennsylvania where their hospital is. And she had neurological damage and almost like a cerebral palsy type thing set in. And she had to have special braces made for her legs. And they paid for everything. They put us up in a hotel room for the couple of days that we had to stay there for her to get what she needed. And they paid for all the meals. They took us, they came and got us and took us back home. There was no transportation cost. It was just a wonderful, stress-free on that end dealing with somebody. I felt very taken care of. So ever since we've been through that, we've always donated to the Shriners because I feel they saved my daughter's life. Okay, these are the couple extra things I did order when I ordered that paper for Dulce. I found some of the chipboard. Yay! I've been looking for this forever. I wasn't able to, every time I'd go to order it, it was out of stock. It's out of stock. It's out of stock. I also found these cling stamps. These are from Lavender Frost, and I have some of that paper as well. And then it came with this little, I love that stencil. And then these are the ephemera pieces I got from Dulce as well. I was so excited to find these. Aren't these pretty? Is it focusing? There we go. So pretty. So that is that stuff. Let's see what else I have. I have a few things from Tuesday morning. Not too many here. I'll have to do another video for later. But I have a few things here. I was looking for some, sorry about the bag, guys. I was looking for some, things to do with camping, because I'm finishing up that camping album that I was working on. So I found they had this Fiskars little tag maker. It's all in one punch. It was $5 at Tuesday morning. I did go and get this right after the lift in the stores were open, even the non-essential ones, they said. I also ran into Michael's, you guys, and they have a ton of stuff on clearance. And these are powdered tempera paint. All you do is add water, and you can mix and match and make any color you want. So these were only $3.52. They were originally $16.99. So I got these ones, and there is a ton of it here, and I got these colors. So I figured between all of these, we could make any color the kids would ever dream of. So I mostly got those for the kids because they love to paint. And then I saw this, and I know I don't really do stamping too much, but I loved this little cage. And then it's got these cute little birds. And then there's the cage. Isn't that pretty? And then I saw this, and it's for to make one of these cards. You guys like to do those, and I've never had a die to cut one out, so I grabbed that when I saw it. I saw this Cane Company paper for $3.99. Can you believe that? Cane Company makes heavy, good paper too. And this is, it doesn't really say what it is, specialty. I thought it was like summertime is what I thought. Oh, it's travel. That's cool. That's pretty neat. So it's planes. Ooh, that's a big plane. That one's strange, isn't it? Whoa. This one's neat. That reminds me of old trunks that the men in the army would bring back. Oh, you guys, that's like vellum almost, or yeah. Look at that piece of paper. Like old parchment or something. That is so cool. There's a couple of them here. Oh, and these are stamps. And you know what? Each one is a sticker. Each and every one of those is an individual sticker you can peel off. I think. Maybe not. You can cut them anyway. And there's the back. There's some more. How neat is that? Oh, wow. Look at this. I'm glad I got this. Look at this. You can overlay the ship with this clear piece with the luggage at the bottom, or you could use this on something totally different. Look at that. How cool is that? I have a bunch from our trip I could use these for when we went on our cruise. How neat is that? I'm glad I got this pad. I just kind of saw it, and I'm like, I'm not sure how that piece actually goes with this collection, but the green on the back is cool. My mouth is so dry today. Oh, there's even a train one. My husband absolutely loves trains. There's the back. He's obsessed. He wants to take a train trip through the Rocky Mountains up into Canada, and yeah, it's like a 8 to 10 day trip. You're on the train almost the whole time. You stop occasionally, and they let you get off and do some sightseeing, but not, not for day. You're back on the train then, and you sleep and everything on the train. So there's that one, and that's the last one. That was a cool pad of paper. I'm glad I got that. And the other thing I did get is I got this for the girls. When we do stuff, they can use these, because they love anything to do with dragons and fairies and mermaids and stuff. Okay, here's some stickers I found for my camping album that I'm working on. I'm going to get it finished up here in the next couple of days. These are pretty cool. And I thought these flowers would go really well, since it's more of an outdoorsy feel. I'm not going to make it real girly. Alright guys, well that's that for this one. I will get back with you here soon, okay? I miss you all. Bye-bye.